Hey, what's up guys? That's my very unique AUG build that I did a few years ago. I never really showed it in the videos because I'm mostly doing sniping, but sometimes I just build something, weird and crazy like this. So let me show you what I did right here. Now, first of all, why an AUG? Now, we Austrians use this at the army, so it's a standard issued assault rifle. That's what I got educated on, and a few years ago, I was a little bit tired of sniping because I was playing at fields which are very, very dense, the vegetation, so I couldn't shoot long distances. So I thought I want to go with an assault rifle. And since I did all the, reloading techniques and all that kind of stuff on the AUG at the military, I thought I'm going to start off with an AUG. And because I wasn't sure if I'm really going to like it, I started off the cheapest, I think it is the cheapest AUG platform out there, which is Chingon, a brand that I actually like. I think they make great stuff. For example, the JG Bar 10, great upgrade base. And same for the AUG, really. I think it was $150. Great product. It started out as the A1 version, so it has this, super old school 1.5 magnification scope. But I didn't really like that, so what I did is I took a metal cutting tool and I just cut it off. Super primitive, but I wanted to have a rail on there, and the A2 version has the rail kind of high up here. I wanted it to be as low profile as possible, so I just cut it and I screwed on a steel rail, which is this piece of steel right here. It's kind of an overkill, but that's just stuff that I had laying around. And this way I made out of a A1 and A2. And one of the reasons why I did it this way is because I wanted to have the olive stock, and the green stock, the olive stock, is only available in the A2, in the A1 configuration. Now after that, I wanted to have a cool optic on there. And I wanted to have the same system as the Jägerbataillon 25 uses it. That's the battalion where I did my sniper training. By the way, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's an amazing 2 weeks vlog series of me doing a sniper training. Link is in the video description. So what they have basically is they have a double aiming system. That's how they call it. On the bottom, you have a, magnification. So you have a scope more or less, and on top you have a red dot. So for the long distances and for spotting enemies and, using it maybe as binoculars and stuff like this, you have the scope. But if you go to close ranges, like close quarter combat and stuff, you can just raise your head and look through this micro red dot right here. Now they don't use this setup, but they have it very, very similar. It's a little more minimalistic, but that's just the stuff that are laying around, and I think it looks pretty dope. So much for the aiming system. Here on the side I also attached a flashlight. Now the A1 usually doesn't have a rail here, so I had to screw it directly into the receiver. Now all of this is completely custom made. Now what else did I do? I didn't like the idea of having this insanely long barrel because in airsoft it makes no sense. And even the troops of the Austrian army, they are, step by step changing to the shorter barrel because you don't really need it for an assault rifle. So what I did is I just, leased down the barrel, inner barrel and outer barrel, put the flash hider here back on, and now I have an extremely compact gun right here. And usually on the AUGs, on the airsoft AUGs, and also on the real one, you have this foregrip here, and it's extremely wobbly. On the real one, it's wobbly but sturdy. On the airsoft one, it's wobbly and it's a piece of crap. Those foregrips, you really can just rip them off. They're so cheap made, the construction, the materials used. So I didn't like that. I didn't want that flimsy foregrip. So what I did is I just, opened the two shells and I glued it onto this trigger guard right here. And the reason why I did it like this is because when you look at the military, at the Austrian military, most people hold the gun here. They don't even use the foregrip. And I thought, why not just, this is a little bit too thin to hold. Why not put the foregrip on here so I can really, control the gun a lot better by gripping this foregrip. Yeah, then what I also didn't like about the AUG, there's actually a lot of stuff I don't like about the AUG, but I do like the basic design, but there's some small details that I don't like, and that's why I changed this setup so much. The sling setup is usually, the back, the rear sling mount is still the original one, but the front sling mount is usually here, but then you have the sling in front of your scope, which makes no sense because sometimes you aim and then you have the sling in your way. I don't know why they made it like this, I have no idea, but it makes a lot more sense to attach the sling right here. So it hangs, very natural. I can put it also on my back. It hangs very natural there. I really like the sling setup this way. For this I just, took a cable tie, very easy, wrapped it around here. I do have to modify the stock a little bit. When you look at this, here I, milled away some of the space to have more space for the cable tie. All right, here you can actually see the rail. Here you can see that it's just raw steel I found this actually on a construction site, so that's nothing technical, fancy. It's just a piece of steel that I found. What else did I do? I think that's pretty much it. Internally, the gun is still stock because, I'm not really planning to play too much with this gun. I did one single game. I did a CQB game. You can check it out. Link is again in the video description. But yeah, so much to my build. Oh yeah, I also did here this Velcro so I can put my name tag from the military here, and I also exchanged the back plate to a black one because I didn't like the look of the green one. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know what you think about this build, what do you think I could improve to make it even more handy. Now I know on the internals you can, throw out basically the entire gearbox, but externally I do like it. I think it's a great gun. Let me know, guys, if you like videos like this where I just show you some of my builds that I never show on my main channel. Just let me know in the comments. Let's start a discussion right there, and I'll see you guys on the next video.